Apparently, she said this.
Well, apparently, I heard this.
They're Halloween. I've never been on live television before.
This Barbie made an atomic bomb.
Okay, keep going.
Hi guys, welcome to the Apparently Pod.
No, I can't when you like intro and then you just sit here because I'm like, oh wait, we have to keep going. Okay, we keep going with the intro. Sorry.
Hey guys, welcome to the Apparently Pod with Robert
And Gabby.
Hey.
No, I love when you intro and you look at me for
I'm like-
approval before you keep going.
Like laugh.
No, that is what you're like.
So guys, we went to go see Barbenheimer.
It was a very movie weekend, like it was for a
Yeah.
lot of people. You may have seen if you've seen Barbie though, you may have seen a familiar face.
But before we go on,
Oh, you want to say
be
something?
sure to like,
Oh.
subscribe, share, rate 5 stars, tell a friend to tell a friend, stream, comment.
Yeah, you ate
Is that it?
You
Yeah.
good for you for the plug.
Yeah. I was like, I
Yeah,
never
so
remember.
but yeah, before we spill some tea and we give our thoughts about everything, do those things.
Yeah.
But now they've already done those things. Thank you for taking a second to do that. You may have seen a familiar face, recognize a familiar silhouette. But
You may have recognized a tiny little girl figure.
with her feminine figure, you may have recognized the hairstyle. You may have recognized a star gleaming from the background.
The creativity, the uniqueness, the nerve,
And the
talent.
talent. Emphasis on talent.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the one and only. The rumors are true.
Rumors are true.
Gabby is in the Barbie movie.
Yes, I'm in the Barbie movie. Thank you guys.
They didn't cover M if you're on audio.
Yeah, it was my idea to bring on Margot Robbie.
That was
as
so
Barbie.
genius of you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really think she did good. Like, I'm so.
Yeah, like I had to tell Greta. I was like, Greta, we need.
Greta,
Yeah. We need Margot. And we got her.
yeah. That was a big score for you guys. That was so
Yeah.
good. Almost as big as when they casted you.
I know.
But there was a few questions that I'm going to ask on behalf of, like, fans of the Barbie movie, and also just, like, curious people, because it's, like, obviously you were an extra in a big movie.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little interview style for a second. Also, if you don't want to, if I ask something and you don't want to answer, like, you just don't have to.
Okay.
Like, I don't think I'm going
I'm about to ask
like,
my manager.
I know, like, I think you'll be fine, but still. So
Yeah.
how was being on set with Margot and Ryan and Will? Like, but, like, obviously, like, even, like, the scene. Oh, wait, this is the scene.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Like, it may be a cut in, it may be a photo, whatever it is. Like, if you're audio, you watch the fucking movie. But
Yeah.
if you're on visual, you'll see this is Gabby. But, like, obviously, like, Will Ferrell almost ran into you. So it's like,
Yeah.
was
Okay.
it weird because they're, like, famous?
Yeah. So, okay. So, in all seriousness, I was a background actor. I was not the main Barbie. I know y'all all would think that because of my tiny figure, my little girl voice.
No, Greta said that you were actually an escaped Barbie. you actually were.
No, everyone commenting on my TikTok that's like, you're my favorite Barbie.
You are.
I love it. But yeah, I was a background actor, and at the time when I got the casting call for it, all it said was Barbie, and I was like, I don't know what Barbie is, because that was like before anyone talked about it, before like it was in the works.
Yeah, rumors out. Wait, but how did you get the casting call?
So I was with this agency called Book Talent, and they would literally send me different places. Like, I was in the L Word as a background actor. I was on game shows, not like the contestant, but I was like watching. I was doing audience work, and this one just happened to be like the big one.
So they sent you the email?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They actually just sent me the email. They were like, "Oh, get a COVID testing to be a part of Barbie," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then when I passed my COVID test,
Wait, so when was this filmed? Also.
last summer.
Okay.
Yeah. I passed my COVID test, so then they were like, okay, go to this fitting, and then I was like, okay. Then a couple days later, they sent me my call sheet where it was on Venice Beach at 5 a.m. But
Oh my god, 5 a.m.
yeah, I didn't know how I would react. I didn't know any of them were gonna be there. I did not know it was Margot. I did not know it was Ryan. I did not know it was Will Ferrell. I did not know it was that guy from Sex Education. Like, I had no idea. Like, I saw Margot and I was like, oh my god. And then I saw Ryan like just skating all by. It was so funny because Margot, she knows how to skate. I guess it's like a big thing in, where's she from? New Zealand?
Oh my
Australia?
god, you're right. One of those.
Yeah, and like it's a really big thing to like skate over there. And she was in Tanya.
Oh, Tanya.
Yeah, Tanya. So she knew how to skate already. And Ryan, he was just holding on to like this little car that the camera was on. And,
Wait, really?
Yeah, and like they were dragging him.
That's so cute.
And Margot was just like skating all around. Margot Robbie almost ran into me.
Like physically?
Yeah, she almost
Okay.
ran into me because like you don't see me in that point of view, but I was like walking right in front of them.
Oh,
Like, where the
it's just,
camera
like,
would be.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you were really close then.
Yeah, I was like so
What
close.
do they smell like?
I wouldn't know. I had COVID at the time, so.
Actually failed the test. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how they are as people. Margot, she kind of seemed like she was like in the zone. Like she
She was a method.
Yeah, she's method. And Ryan, he seemed all cheery. Like he was like smiling, like walking
He
around
was low-key
everywhere.
method too then.
Yeah. But I knew someone else who was a background actor for Babylon, and
Mhm.
Margot was in it.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, Margot's so cool. Like she was playing cards with us all night."
Oh my gosh,
Like
that's crazy.
I was like, "Oh, that's so cute." Will Ferrell waved at me.
Wow. Will Ferrell notice?
Yeah, while he was skating on by.
Oh yeah, because he was skating too.
All of them were
crazy. Yeah.
skating. So yeah.
How long was the shoot? Because you said you got there at 5 a.m.
Oh yeah, it was. I had to get there at 5 a.m. and we would leave at like 8 or 9 p.m.
Wait, how many days was it?
It was 3 days.
In a row?
Mhm.
Oh my god. Wait, that's crazy. And so did they
Yeah.
shut down the whole Venice? Like that whole area they
They-
were filming at?
Yeah, they cut off like a portion of it, and there was one part, the one where I was seen in. Like
Mhm.
I was looking at the movie, I was looking in the background to see like how it looked
Yeah.
because there was like a crowd. Like they blocked it off, but like of course everybody was watching.
Oh wait, that's so. Did they edit it out, or could you not see it and how they were shooting
See,
it?
I was looking at it, and you could see people crowded
Oh,
around.
really?
Yeah.
Guys, go watch the movie again.
Yeah, like I was looking,
That's
and you
crazy.
just
I didn't
see
see
like
that.
like a wall of people.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I-
like-
I'm gonna have to see it. I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
That's so you
crazy.
said you had a fitting. Did you have to bring your own clothes, or like
Yeah.
like what we see you in the film? Was that from your personal wardrobe?
Yeah, that
or-
was my personal wardrobe. No, okay, so I already had the shirt, and
Uh-huh.
I was like looking through like this description of clothes they wanted us to wear, and
Oh, so they told you like the style of it.
yeah,
Okay,
so
okay.
basically they said try to dress in neutral colors so that way Barbie could stand out.
Oh, makes sense because it's supposed to be like Barbie's popping and everyone else is boring.
Yeah. So I had went to Old Navy and bought those pants because I was like, these are dirty, ugly, raggedy beach clothes or like dirty, raggedy, ugly
Yeah.
beach pants. And I brought them. And at the fitting, they wanted me to wear this other dress. Like it was a floral dress.
That they had?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really like it. They were putting jewelry on me, a jean jacket, and I was like, ew, I look so disgusting. I have a picture or like a video of me trying it on.
Oh my gosh.
But then I guess they looked through all my clothes again and they liked what I brought. It was a little blue shirt with like these beige striped pants, and I was wearing white Keds.
And then you had the jacket.
I
Right?
didn't have a jacket. They gave
Oh,
me a prop towel.
Oh, was that what that thing was?
Mm-hmm.
So you just had it like around you?
Yeah. They were just like, oh, here, carry this.
Wait, why did I think it was like a cute cardigan?
No, I wish.
Oh my god. Wait, I'm
Uh,
kind of gagged actually. This whole time I thought
Yeah,
it was like a cardigan you
I
had.
had that towel all day. They were like, you won't get paid if you don't bring back that towel.
Oh my god. Wait, how much did you get paid?
I got paid probably like maybe 400 to 500 a day.
A day?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, how many hours was it? Wait, it was 5 to. Oh my god. Wait, that's
See,
crazy. That's
and yeah, I think it
Did
was
they give
that
you
much
food?
just because they went over the time they thought it was gonna be.
yeah.
They gave us food, they gave us breakfast and lunch, and then they had like a snack car where you could get up to 2 snacks.
Mhm.
Like you could get like chips and a drink, and then you could go back and get like another drink and chips.
Was that like instead of dinner? Since they only give you breakfast and lunch? Or what did they just expect? Like, oh, this is what ending at 8.
Yeah.
So get something. Okay.
Mhm.
That's crazy. That's I guess that's a long shoot day, but that's like good pay. I mean, I guess it's not consistent because it's obviously you only did that, and then like
Yeah.
it's not like you're doing that every week or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are some people who like are able to do that. I feel like me personally, no one would really look at me as a background, or they wouldn't choose me as a background character just
You're too
because.
stand out.
Yeah, no, for real. Like my hair and everything.
Yeah.
Like
Well, even I saw someone comment on your TikTok you posted. Oh yeah, if you want to see, go on Gabby's Instagram or TikTok. She posted the like scenes if you didn't already see it earlier in the episode. But someone like commented like, "Oh, I saw your hair and I noticed." Like they noticed you.
Yeah.
Like people, even though you're in the background, you still got noticed.
Yeah, because whenever I went to the agency, I went in person to like get more information, and they were like, I mean, you could like try getting stuff, but I don't think you'll go for like period productions where it's like in the
True.
20s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there are people who are able to get a lot more booked by how they look.
More basic people.
Yeah, more basic people, not like superstars like
So
me.
maybe if someone's cute but not gorgeous like you, because gorgeous is gonna devour cute.
Yeah.
So that's what happens. Okay, but that is kind of crazy though, because like I don't know if we said it on the podcast before, but like famously your hair is natural, and so it's
Yeah.
like if you were in the like 1800s, your hair would look like that.
Yeah.
Like
I'm like,
I mean, I
girl,
guess
what's
your
bugging me?
haircut might be different, but like
Yeah. But I'm
that's
like,
wild.
I kind of like after seeing the Barbie movie, or like after like working for a long time, I was like, oh, I wouldn't want to do background work again. Like it was so fun. Like I would just buy a wig, but now the strike is happening. Someone called me a scab.
Because you were in the movie.
Yeah, and I was like, how am I like? It was filmed before the strike.
Also, guys,
you idiot!
she's not in the union.
I'm not in the union. Like I was asking those people, how do you get in the union? And they were like, oh, it's a process. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to know.
Like for real.
They're like, it takes a while.
Gabby's not even promoting it. Like nothing. Her TikTok and this, and her Instagram, none of that counts as promotion. This interview, not promotion. Like
It was more me being funny.
yeah, like, get the
'Cause-
joke.
Yeah, get the joke.
She's
Idiot.
promoting herself, not the movie.
Exactly.
Who is she telling the movie about
I
that
have
has
a
already heard
personal
it?
brand.
Yeah, let Gabby elevate herself.
Yeah.
The movie doesn't need more promotion. It has like $150 million
Oh, it's so
promotion
crazy.
budget.
I was talking. Who was I talking to?
I don't know.
Was it you? I was talking to someone. They were like, "Do you think like Oppenheimer would have been as famous if it didn't come out the same time as Barbie?"
Oh, I don't think I talked about that with someone. Because see, Oppenheimer was already famous because Christopher Nolan was directing. I do think it's getting more because of the whole Barbenheimer. Because like, I mean, personally, we'll probably talk about it, but like, I probably would have not seen it if this wasn't happening.
Yeah.
And so already those are 2 ticket sales, or like I don't know, I just like grouped you because you said yeah, but like that's already a ticket sale they wouldn't have gotten. But yeah, I guess we'll get into it then, because well, I mean, is there anything else you want to talk about the time there? Like, would you recommend what was the agency or
the agency? Yeah, I mean, like the agency, it's $60 a month to do it, but I mean, I made that back in
True.
in a couple of hours.
Yeah, no,
like-
literally.
So I mean, it's worth it, but I mean, I wouldn't try it right now.
Yeah, there's probably not much bookings going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's cool though.
Oh my gosh! And while we were watching the movie, I recognized some guy who was at the beach scene with me, but he was in
a
another.
different
He was in a different scene.
Oh.
And he like took a picture of it. He was like, "Oh, guess who?" And I was like, "Oh my god, that was you!" Like, cause I was like, "Oh, that kind of looks like that guy." And then he was like, "Yeah, that was me." They called me back after the beach scene to do it.
Oh my
I was
god!
like, "Oh my god, get him."
He was a standout in the background. They said you were really
Yeah.
good blending in.
No, but the thing is, like, they just focused on him.
Oh my god, that's great.
I'll show it to you.
That's wild. Well, good for him then. That's
I
kinda
know.
cool. Yeah. Okay. So, Gabby was about in a Barbie movie. Get used to it. This is the upcoming.
I'm part of
star.
her story.
Yeah, you're in the Barbie cinematic universe now.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, it can also make sense. Well, because that's also okay. I figure I'm getting ahead of myself. We saw the Barbie movie at Century City, and if you've seen
Oh
the
my
Barbie
God.
movie, they mentioned Century City in it. We're not okay. Also,
A lot.
We're like not gonna try to spoil anything. I don't think we
I mean,
will.
I don't think it's spoiling.
I know. Well, I don't think either. No, but I'm just saying, like when we give our thoughts about the movie, I don't think we're gonna spoil anything moving forward. If you're really that uptight about it, just skip it like 30 minutes ahead. and
Click
I'm
off
sure-
if you saw that we were talking about the movie.
Well, yeah. Also, why would you have clicked it? I'm pretty sure it was in the title or something, or at least the description. I don't know. But like, skip 30 minutes ahead if you're that worried about it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Like, if we give if there's something that like we're about to give a big spoiler, we'll like be like, oh no, skip ahead. But like, I doubt it'll happen. Anyways, in the movie, they talk about Century City a few times. Obviously, she goes to L.A. Everyone already saw the Venice pictures before from like paparazzi, so like that wasn't even a spoiler. But like, she goes to Santa Monica, Malibu, Venice, whatever, that area. But then she goes to Century City. Oh, they literally say Century City like 4 times or 5 times. It's like they talk about it, and we're all sitting there in the theater like, oh my
guys,
God,
we're in Century City. No, the people behind us, how you were like, oh, I think they picked up what was going on.
No,
Like,
oh yeah, because when Gabby's scene comes on, me and Brendan, and like, I mean, obviously Gabby too, but like me and Brendan are like leaning over like, oh my God, like that's you. And she's like, oh my God, like that's me. And like the people behind us, like I swear they like one guy like tapped on his friend like, oh my God, because like, anyway, it's also like you're on screen for a good second, you know what I mean? Like it's like you're there for like it's not like you're like a flash in the background, or like because I remember how I said I saw you in the back another time, but it's like you would have had been looking for you.
Mm-hmm.
But the second time, you're like actually on the screen. Like your face isn't blurry. Like it's
you could see my stank expression while they're running past me. I was like, who are these people?
Oh my God.
No, and I'm dead because the girl that was standing with me, she was still just staring at me. I'm like,
no, I know.
Girl, act.
She was. She was not a professional. She was not in the zone like you. You were winning that Oscar. She was going for like a Kids' Choice Award. Like.
She was going for the Awesomeness TV Award.
Yeah, she was going for a nomination. Like you were going for the win. Okay, yeah, but so me and Gabby show up early before the movie because we were going to this restaurant, Cafe Lander, something like that. Because that was a viral TikTok. We'll get about that. But as we're walking, we finally find parking because all these malls are busy. We're walking. I hear piano play in the distance, and it's playing. It's okay. We're in a ball, and there's piano playing. So obviously, it's playing "All of Me" by John Legend. I'm like, oh my God, of course they're playing the song. Gabby then says,
I was like, oh my God, is that John Mayer? And I was like, oh no, wait, John Legend? No. And like, I was joking.
No, also, I love how every time we tell this story, we always say how you said John Mayer first. Like,
no, because it's funny. I feel like it's vital because that was me trying to be funny. And I was like, oh wait.
No, well, it's like made the whole vibe of like us just being goofy. Like, oh my God. And then we got closer, and I was like, well, yeah, that's who sings the song. And then you're like, no, it like sounds like it. And then we're like, wait, is it him? And we're like, as we're walking closer, it slowly went from a joke to it being like
seeing like crowds of people surrounding the stage, and we're
built up like pop-up concert happening with walls and chairs.
And we look over. It's John Legend
himself singing All of Me, singing his song. Oh my God, I'm like pushing the table. It was crazy. We just walked in, so then we're standing there and we just listened to him sing the song. I guess that was the last one. I don't know how many songs he did, but
what other songs does he have? Exactly.
I mean, like other ones. I'm sure he did other ones, but like that was at least the last one. It's crazy because if we showed up a little later, we would have missed it. Like even like 5 or 10 minutes later, he would have been done. But we heard like a good part of the song. We like it was kind of romantic.
I know, you like put your arm like
I know, I put your arm around me, and then you were like, oh, like he's helping me move closer because the tall people in front of me, and I was like, oh yeah, that's why. Like,
psycho.
It was just because the couple in front of me, he had his arm around his girlfriend. I was like, oh, this is romantic. Because All of Me is playing, it's like All of Me loves. No, because. It was just also wild. We just saw John Legend. Like, I feel like that still hasn't set in for me.
I know. I was like, what?
Like, we were just, like, so in the Barbie vibe and, like, mindset.
No, and I love the woman. Like, I was like, what's going on? And someone was like, oh, it's John Legend.
Oh, yeah. As we're walking away, we're like, he finished, and we were just talking about, like, this is crazy. And Gabby's like, no, because what is happening? And the woman's like, oh, it's John Legend. Like,
yeah, I know that.
Know. But she did tell us that, like, apparently has a pop-up shop there
for like candles.
Skincare. No, it was like a skincare thing. I thought skincare and no, I didn't think it was makeup. I don't know. Actually, it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. Yeah. But yeah, that's why he was there. And so then we kept walking after we watched the little concert for a second. We went to the restaurant. We actually didn't have to wait that long for the demand, like how busy it was.
Yeah.
It was only like maybe 15, 20 minutes, I would say we were waiting. Like nothing too crazy. Because the restaurant was like full. They have a Barbie menu. That's why we went.
Yeah.
So the pink food crawling was heavy. We got our Barbie stuff. Check our Instagrams for that. It was fun. anything to know? Oh, the manager was our waiter because
Oh,
they've been so
yeah.
busy, and he was like, "Oh, we didn't expect this to blow up because like apparently there was a viral TikTok. That's how we saw it too. I think it was just reposted on Reels. Isn't that why we saw it?
No,
Or did
I
you
saw
saw
it
the
on TikTok.
Okay, yeah. So it had a viral TikTok. That's how we found out about it. Well, that's how Gabby found out, and she just told me. But that's how it blew up, and he was like, they had that posted. The next day, he was like, he woke up and like they were booked for like 5 days straight, all the reservations full, and now that the Barbie movie's happening, they've just been booked. Like if you go on reservations, like for them, you like can't book them. It's like days in advance you have to do it, or you can go on the wait list, which is like what we did. But yeah. Then I was like, oh, you have to like order more pink food coloring, and he was like, wait, what did he say? He was like, don't get me started on that. Like,
Yeah.
He was
He's like,
he was
we don't
giving
talk
good
about that.
energy. Yeah, yeah.
I
we don't
know.
talk about that. That's what
Like the way he like came out to the table, he was like, what do
it was
y'all want?
well because
And I was like, oh my god.
we thought, well, at least personally, I thought he was going to the table like behind us. How he was walking, and then he just like did a quick turn and just like was like, "You guys ready? Order." Like it was like he also because he was dressed in different clothes since he wasn't a waiter and he was just like the manager. It was weird vibes, but
I
also you guys
know.
had a little like, like you say you have no risk, but like I could tell that was you flirting versus like other moments.
All
Like, you remember the guy in the club who was like holding your hand? That I could tell you weren't flirting out like that. Like you were like not interested. This time though, you would like lean forward on the you're like, oh, like interesting. Like, oh my god, really? It blew up? That's so crazy. Like, and like he would say something, and you're like, and it was like, okay.
I was not like that. Cause he like got in my camera.
Oh my god, I forgot. No, tell that story.
Okay, so I was pulling up TikTok because I was gonna film.
This is so stupid. The way we were like, skip ahead for spoilers. We're talking like, nothing's happening.
So I was pulling up my phone because I was like, oh my god, I need to like make a TikTok of our food because it's so cute.
Yeah.
And I opened TikTok, but it like opened up on the camera, and he was like right.
So it's like in selfie mode.
Yeah, it was it turned on in selfie mode. He was right behind me, and I looked down, and he's just staring right at my.
It's so uncomfortable.
No, I was like, oh my god, and then he was laughing. Then he comes back, and he was like, I'm gonna have to charge for that. Like, how, did it turn out good? And I was like,
was so gross.
yeah, it was good.
No, that was so funny.
No, I was so embarrassed to like keep my phone open and record.
No, it was Yeah, it was kind of uncomfortable because it's like I felt weird even taking pictures because I was like I know that's why everyone's there.
Yeah.
So it's just like we're all this at this restaurant to take photos. Like oh my god, because everyone's dressed in their Barbie stuff, which is what I love. Both malls we went to, even when we were watching Oppenheimer the next day, like everyone's in pink. I mean, some people are like dressed differently, but like they're so busy. It felt like so cute. I love the vibe. Like I love how it's like
Yeah.
a community thing.
I don't think I've like ever experienced something like that where it's like people are dressed up, so excited to see a movie.
Yeah, for
like-
the movie theater, like it's just the cinema
Yeah, like the only thing I can think of is like Harry Potter or Star Wars, but
or Avengers.
yeah, but
no one
like
dresses
no one
up.
dresses up. Like they'll
Yeah.
wear a little shirt that probably says like Captain America or something.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
everyone decked out in pink, and like girlfriends
People
made their
wearing wigs.
boyfriends.
Yes.
Like
All the
people,
guys dressed
people
as
were in
Ken.
drag.
Yes, the heels.
Like-
Everyone's, you're wearing heels to the movie theater or to the cinema. Be like, it was crazy. I love it though. I thought it was
Yeah.
so cute. Like everyone's just so happy and wholesome.
I'm like, why are you so happy?
I know, like, stop having fun. Oh, I did see a tweet though that said something about like how between Barbie movie, the Eras tour, and the Renaissance tour, it's like people want to just dress up and have fun. Like,
Yeah.
it's like it's so cute, and I saw that I thought that was cute. Oh, also I saw there was no CGI in Barbie. The movie has no CGI, and I saw a photo behind the scenes of like when they're like pulling a boat and then like they're physically moving all the background stuff, and I was like, this is crazy.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, no, it was cute because I was like, someone was like, this is so cool, and they're like, wait till you find out how they were made in the 1600s. It was like, oh, actually no, movies were not that old, but like the 1960s. Like this is how they made movies.
Yeah, it like reminded me of like what was it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But it was cute and fun and fresh and slay. Oh, I did see some. Okay. So Barbie has the biggest domestic opening of the year, the biggest opening ever for a female director, the biggest opening for a movie based on a toy, the biggest opening for Margot Robbie or Ryan Gosling, And also between Oppenheimer and Barbie, it was the biggest opening weekend, the fourth biggest of all time. Like just for like the movies, biggest box office. It was behind like the 2 Avenger movies and like a Star Wars, I think. Also, Barbie had the biggest opening weekend for a movie that isn't a sequel, remake, or superhero movie.
Oh wow.
So that's also so crazy.
I love Greta.
I did too. Yay, Greta. Yes, Greta Thunberg. Like, if you didn't know, that is not the same Greta. That's the director.
I saw a video where this guy, he had a friend who passed away, but Greta
Aw.
had put a video of her.
Wait, the director?
It. Yeah.
Oh, in like the flashing scenes
Yeah.
where they show. I was wondering who was, like, when they were doing that. I was like, I wonder if this is like cast and crew when they were younger.
Yeah, cause Scott Evans, I guess he was in the movie. I'm not sure who Scott Evans is, but
The Hot Ones guy? Isn't that his name too? The
Oh
guy
my
who
God,
does
is
Hot Ones?
I don't know.
Is that a different? I mean, Scott Evans sounds like a name literally anyone could have.
But
Like that could be my name.
I guess someone named Scott Evans was in the movie, and he was also friends with that lady. And I guess Greta was like, "Oh, if y'all have like
Oh, that's
videos
cute.
to send in, yeah." And I was like,
Aw.
"Oh, ew."
So authentic we are.
I know.
That's cute though.
Yeah.
Was there okay? So what were your thoughts on the movie in general? This is where the
Birkenstocks is about to go up.
That's true. I was gonna say, I was like, this is where I feel like we might get to spoiler, but like,
I don't think it, because you see Birkenstock in the.
no, I don't mean that. I just mean
Oh.
like, I feel like if there's a part of this episode that we have one, it would be like around here.
Also, before the movie, I remember seeing. I kept seeing ads for Birkenstocks, like a light pink one, the same ones.
Wait, didn't you send it to me?
No.
Okay.
But in the movie, they were the same ones, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so weird! Like those
my
are about to
God.
like be sold out."
They are. No, they probably are. Well, because even like Am I Knuff?
Oh yeah,
How's that? Knuff.
Knuff. See, that's why I was like,
Knuff.
I don't
It doesn't
don't
sound
get
as cute. Yeah.
Knuff.
Like I get it, but it's like doesn't
It's
roll
supposed
off
to be like Knuff. Enough.
Yeah, and enough.
En-
Knuff. I don't know. There's something about it that like sounds
Yeah.
weird. But still, I know those are like.
I'm supposed to get
sold
my
out.
Barbie Crocs tomorrow.
Oh my god! Wait, that's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, and all the Barbie collabs, it's so cool. Okay, but what are your thoughts on the movie? Besides Birkenstock's gonna be sold out, like, what do you think of the actual movie?
I loved it. I didn't know it was gonna take that turn with Ken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I thought that the plot was more adult than I thought it was gonna be. So I
Mhm.
remember when they heard they're making it, everyone was like, "It better be rated R." And when it was PG-13, some people were like, "Oh no, like, is it gonna be like kind of kiddish?" But I don't think it was.
Oh my gosh, the beach each other off.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I mean,
that
there was a lot
killed
of
me.
even like they talk like the gynecologists. It's like a lot of things. It's like it would be funnier if you're an adult. But even like, I think it's still like. I mean, if you're much younger than 13, I feel like you wouldn't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't be able to follow the plot at all. But I did see things on Twitter that's like after the movie, like this one mom posted how she was like, the first question my daughter asked me was, "What's patriarchy?" And then like other people in the theater, like I heard other kids either during the movie or after ask their parents, "What's patriarchy?" or like ask these questions. And it's like that's so cool that like now they're learning those things.
Yeah.
And so like I think it's like a cool movie that younger kids, whether like in middle school or even high school, like get to watch.
Mhm.
And like I thought it was really cool. I really liked it. Like I was also kind of worried because I felt the hype was so big. I was like, oh no, what if it's bad guys?
Yeah.
Like,
I like Billie Eilish. She was like, yeah, like when I heard about this movie, I thought it was gonna suck, but it was good.
yeah, she's so real for that. Like
Yeah.
I was scared. There was okay. Wait, I read on random ones. Long term, long distance, low commitment, casual girlfriend. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what was your favorite part? Do you have like a favorite part that was like,
Ooh.
or like even like a couple scenes that's like you've still been thinking about?
See, my attention span is so non-existent.
Which I feel like
could
we'll get
barely
into when we talk about
remember-
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I could really remember like some of the parts, but I really liked Alan being like an ally
True,
for
I know.
women.
Well, I did see a lot of people have theories of who Alan's supposed to represent, whether it's like the small amount of like how it's supposed to be like not all men and he would be exception, or it'd be like the part of men who are part of the feminist movement, or like whether it's like a gay men, how it's like they were ostracized by like the Kens didn't talk to Ellen really. Apparently they said Barbies are the only ones who talk to Ellen in the movie. Like Ken's never talked to him. I don't know. Or like how he's part of the dance number. Like he's part of all the things that Barbies do, and he's like hangs out with them. And I don't know which one's true. I think they're all kind of true. Like I feel like it's
oh my
supposed
god,
to
that's
be-
crazy because he's supposed to be Ken's best friend, and all of Ken's clothes fit him. That's what he says.
No. Your little smile when he looked at me said.
That's what he says.
No, but I liked Ellen. Ellen was cute.
Yeah, the way he like beat up those construction workers for no reason.
I
And got back in
know.
the car.
And they're like, actually, it's turn around. Like, no, Ellen ate
Yeah. Oh my gosh, and what those little jumpsuits that they had?
the pink
Oh
ones.
my god, Greta was wearing one of those jumpsuits on set. I barely realized.
Yeah.
Cause she like
No, I just the way you said on set, because for me, I was thinking of like the background photos we saw of her dressing in pink while she was
no,
filming.
but like I saw.
I know.
her
That's
in
why I was
it.
laughing. 'Cause I was like, no, you mean like while you were on set with her.
Yeah. Oh, and it was cute. She had these like pink little headphones to listen in.
That's so cute.
Yeah. I want.
Yeah. Oh, I loved one line that stuck with me. Okay, there's a lot of things that obviously, since it's about feminism, aren't directly relatable to me because, like, I'm not a woman. However, there was like this one line that said, "We mothers stand still so our daughters can look back and see how far they've come."
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a mom or a daughter, but did I start getting a little teary eye?
Yeah.
Yes, because it's also like I just love moms in general because it's like they do that for all their kids. Like obviously, it could have a feminist angle when you think of like daughters moving forward and like gaining more respect or like doing things they weren't able to do. But when you think just in general, like mom sacrificing, I was like, I like it just makes me think of my mom all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I miss her and love her, but yeah. So that stood out to me. Oh, also, someone tweeted, I feel like Ryan Gosling as Ken is as close as we've gotten to someone method acting a nice, silly, fun character instead of an asshole.
Yeah.
And that's also because he's so silly in all the interviews.
No, and it's crazy because I remember like when it was announced that he was gonna be Ken, everyone was like, "Why? Like he's so old." And I was like,
people did.
and I was
question
watching
it.
the movie and I was like, he was so good. I don't think I could have imagined anybody else. He was so perfectly dumb
Yeah, he was so good.
and like such a himbo. Like it was so good. Oh my god! Whenever he leaned in to kiss her and she was just staring at him, he was like, "That's amazing."
No, he was so He was so good. I will say though, when everyone's talking about like awards for like Barbie and how like Ken or like how Ryan Gosling should get nominated as best supporting actor, he should win. Like yes, he was good, but why? Like I swear, if he's the one who gets awarded out of this movie, you're missing the point. Like how's the one man gonna get the award?
Yeah.
Like yes, he did good, but like I feel like America Ferrera did just as good. Like she should get nominated for best supporting actress. Like her little monologue about double standards in society, 8, and it wasn't cringy at all. Like there wasn't one time where I was like, oh, this is going a little too far, like too on the nose, like it's a little cringy. No.
Yeah, the only time I cringed was that freaking little girl who I
Yes.
have a vendetta with. Like,
Yeah.
why? Oh my god.
No, because
she pisses me
that
off.
forever pissed you off, Hella Keller.
No, she'll forever piss me off. When I saw her in what show was that? Stuck in the Middle. No.
Yes, with Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, with Jenna Ortega. Oh
She
my
plays the
god,
younger
she was
sister.
so annoying. Even though she was like 5 years old.
I know,
or
because
7.
after the movie, Gabby's ranting about this girl from like not even the Barbie movie, like just her existing.
Because she's always like that angsty, like, oh, I don't follow rules. I hate
Like
you.
smart Alec.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my god, we don't need that character in every movie. Like, please.
I know. Well, when that was the only part of the scene, the only scene of the movie where I was like, oh no, is this gonna be cringy? Like, is this gonna go like talking down to the audience or being too direct or like thinking we're dumb? But then the rest of the movie was fine. Like it was just her one little scene, and I do think they kind of needed that to show like because a lot of people do think of Barbie like that. At least before
Yeah.
this movie. Now I think people's opinions are changing. But I know a lot of moms like it's the generation of like what's like right above millennial. I don't know. Whatever that one is. A lot of them started not liking Barbie because like it represents like its unrealistic beauty standard.
Gen X.
Yes.
I learned about it.
Yes. Gen X. Like I know that around that time they started hating Barbie because they were like that like it was like anti-feminist even though it was the first like it was making how they show in the movie how it's like girls used to play with baby dolls because they had to be moms and then they shift and show them all these careers you could have but it's just because it was pretty, which I was also gagged in the movie when they talk about double standards of society and they're like how you also put all those expectations on the doll like on the Barbie and like the Barbie can't be skinny and pretty because now it's like not valid that all the other things she does. Like I was gagged. I was like, they really ate their critics up with that. Like, I thought they ate.
Mm-hmm.
Also, anyone who thinks the movie is not pro Mattel is crazy. Like, because I see a few TikToks and stuff. They're like, I can't believe Mattel would approve this script. What do you mean? Like,
Did you watch the same
the whole movie is basically propaganda for a Barbie doll.
Yeah.
With like a feminist angle, and like, I mean,
and I love all the history they put into Mattel.
oh, I know, it's
Like
so
Barbie.
cool.
Oh my god.
And I do think it was smart of them to take a shot at themselves about like having only one female CEO in the 90s and then one other one some other time or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever that joke was super funny. Because they also like, if they didn't put that in, someone else would have critiqued it and been like, Mattel's making this whole feminist movie, but like look at them. So like they did it, but they took a shot at themselves before someone else could. And now because of that like one line, everyone's like, oh my god, like I can't believe Mattel approved this script. What? Be so serious. The rest of the movie, like you even see Will Ferrell putting feminism before profits, because like when all the Ken stuff is selling, he's still like, we have to get Barbie back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, why would he do that? It was because he like wants it to be Barbie. And so, oh, also Will Ferrell, I've said it before, that role was written for him. I swear, like he was so funny in it, and so many of the lines, I was like, this is so, like the chase scene when they run into each other, scream and run away. That was so Will Ferrell. There were so many things I was like, this is so him.
Yeah.
When how you'd said with the part where he leaves the, was it treehouse thing and he gets scared.
Oh, by Mitch.
Yeah, because she's pregnant. He's like, oh, I thought we just continued. That's so him. Like maybe it's how he delivers all the jokes. But I was like, I don't know. I thought he ate too.
Yeah.
Oh, I also saw another thing about how America Fiera in an interview was saying how she was drawn to her character because her character in the movie like never let go of creativity, imagination. She still loves dolls even though she's like an adult, and how like in real life, women have to let go of the things, like they can't play with dolls, they can't be attached to those things from their childhood. They're supposed to grow up and like be like they're not seen as like mature if they do that. However, men can still play video games or play on sports teams or do all those things into their adulthood. They can have their man caves and play video games while they're married and have kids.
Yeah.
But women they can't do that anymore. For some reason, they're like not allowed to.
Yeah.
And so she was like, I was like, I never thought about that. Like, there's just so many. The more you think about the movie, the more I like it, low-key. Like, it's one of those movies, like, there's so many layers to it.
It's gonna be so timeless.
It will.
It is.
It's a classic.
And that's why I'm part of her stream.
I was gonna say, I was like, because you're in it. I don't know if I have any other. Oh, also, if you think this movie was man bashing, get your life together. You did not see the same movie as we did. Wait, why is that green tinted? Is that
I know. I'm like looking at him like, am I having a stroke?
No, I was like, is my eye? When did that happen? What's happening? Wait, lean forward.
What the heck?
Okay.
It looks like we're in Twilight.
I know. Ew. Got it. At least it goes with our theme.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was looking at it and I was like internally freaking out. I was like, am I having a stroke?
No, because I was like, when I just realized it, I thought my eyes were like. I mean, I guess we'll have to take a thumbnail photo from earlier in the video, but it'll be fine. That's weird. If you're an audio listener, nothing happened, but sorry if you're not. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if you think this movie is like against men, watch the same movie. When the Barbies are in charge, the men are just irrelevant. They literally ignore them. Like, that's the problem they have. Like, the Kens are like sad at being ignored. When the Kens are in charge, they're making the Barbies serve them. Like,
No, and then Barbie was like, I don't want Ken to be mad at me when, like, I do all this, like, change it back.
oh
Like,
yeah, no, literally, it's like they don't hate the Kens. They're just irrelevant because that's not like, and it's like there's nothing against men in the whole entire movie. Like, if anything, people's like reviews of them or like how they feel about the movie, I feel like just says a lot about who they are. Like, it's like if you watch that movie and you thought it was against men, that's a very interesting angle that you're like lens you're viewing it in, and maybe like you should check yourself because
Literally, the men were on the were beaching,
yeah, their job beach.
like having fun with the girls, going to parties.
Yeah,
And then when men were in charge, the women were maids
it was crazy.
and couldn't live without their man.
Yeah, they like weren't allowed to. I did see something that said how seeing the Kens come from like naive and like happy like just for Barbie's attention or whatever, and then like seeing them change and like want the patriarchy and stuff, was saying like this is how it's like growing up with boys. like whether it's brothers or like friends you have who are male, it's like you see them change from naive and kind and sweet kids into like every other man in the world, and like doing all these evil things. Or you see in the news, you're like, oh my god, I knew him from high school. I can't believe he's doing this. Or even things in high school, you hear guys who you may have grew up with doing these awful things to women or just people in general, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And like I was like, oh, that's so sad. There's just so many angles to it. Also, did it kind of go away, or am I crazy?
I have no idea.
It's like still kind of here. I don't know. My eyes are like hurting me now that I'm like looking. But yeah, I think there's a lot about the movie. But now for Oppenheimer. One thing I'll say though is when we were when we were like coming out with ideas of what to wear, Brendan, our friend, he's actually in Oppenheimer. He was an extra in Oppenheimer, so it's funny because it's like both of them were in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, oh, what are we gonna wear for Oppenheimer? And Gabby over here says, I'll just like the gun. And me and Brendan say, what gun? No, because that is so funny to me, because we were like, oh, we're gonna dress in pink and stuff for Barbie, or like we'll wear like Barbie clothes.
You know what my
whatever.
mom told me on FaceTime? She's like, are you
What?
dressed up for Oppenheimer? And I was like, yeah. She was like, don't dress up as a bomb.
That's literally what you were, because then once we were like, there's no gun, we're like, it's about the bomb. You were like, I'll be the bomb. You literally said that. Also, because that would have been really funny if you did.
I know, but like her mind, like, how would I dress up as a bomb?
She
For
knows
real,
you.
I
You
know.
would wear black, and then you would put your hair in like a pigtail up top or something. That'd be kind of cute. You look, you should have done it. Okay, but also, okay. Thoughts on Oppenheimer?
I fell asleep. I fell asleep. It wasn't keeping my attention, but there were I think it was just too long. Like, I don't know what it is with Hollywood. They feel the need to make movies now like 2 to 3 hours long. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't need that, but then again, I wasn't really paying attention because I just couldn't keep my attention to the screen. I was like looking down on my legs. I was looking at the guy next to me, watching him snack. I was looking over at Brendan. I'm like, oh my god, is he on yet? And I mean, there were some parts where like it grabbed my attention. I was like, oh, like there was like tea going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But I don't know.
See, I was paying attention, and I was following along. Still thought it was too long. Your thoughts of it being too long, still true. And also, if anything, it says something how it's too long if you like couldn't pay attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I thought it was too long. I felt like they could have started the story later. The first half of the movie, I felt like it was like almost like a trailer. The music was too loud compared to the dialogue. Like, once it started, I've never been someone who needs subtitles on everything. I know there's people who are like that when they watch everything, they need to have subtitles. I've never been like that. But once it started, I found myself leaning in to be like, what are they saying? Which is maybe what they wanted. I don't know. But also, all the scenes were so short, and all of them were them talking. It felt like a trailer.
Yeah.
The first half felt like a
that's what
trailer. It was moving so fast, and I also felt like there was no plot.
It was so fast, yet it was so long.
Yes.
Like,
Well,
what?
it was just the first. I meant like the scenes were short, and there was so many of them
Mm-hmm.
in the first half before like the bomb happens, and then like they shift to like Congress and.
Also,
his
I
stuff.
will say, the
What?
silence when the bomb goes off.
Oh my god! Wait, was it you who sent me the video of the?
Yeah.
gun?
No, okay, so in our movie, when the bomb went off, it was dead silent. I heard someone start clapping.
Yeah.
And everyone was dead
And
silent.
they must be sniffling.
They were like, and then they stopped.
Yes.
And then I saw another. I saw a TikTok where the bomb went off, and someone just screams
Like
in the
loud.
audience.
She goes,
Someone goes, shh.
it's also funny because if you would see the movie, it's like silent for a while, and it's silent. You see the bomb goes off. Her scream is like delayed. Like it's almost like why she's screaming.
I thought that was so funny.
No, that is a funny. Well, at the end of Oppenheimer, they like the movie ends. Someone starts clapping. No one else is clapping. They like expect us all to clap after the movie, and no one is. And then they stop, and then the Oppenheimer shows up, and then it like ends, and I was like,
And
oh.
everyone just leaves.
Dude, that's
Because
so
everyone
awkward.
knows, like, don't be that person that claps.
Also, like, it wasn't good enough for me to clap. Like,
Yeah.
if it was like if it was like one of the best movies I've ever seen, I'm good. I'm caving in. I'm clapping. I'll be that
Yeah.
person. We watch on opening weekend. You know, the crowd environment is there. I'll clap, whichever.
Let me edit.
Also, what
Look,
is going
you
on?
see? I'm like,
Where is this coming from? It's like so green. Wait, do we have to like get closer? Wait, should I like bring this? I don't want. No, I can't take it off. Okay, we'll just like to sit all the way up here. Hi guys.
that was hurting my eyes.
No, because why is it so? Should I like open the blinds? I don't know how to fix this. I'm gonna try to open them. You keep talking about your feelings.
Also, that cast was so like there was so many stars in it. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like way brighter.
Okay. Hopefully this is better.
There were so many stars in it.
Oh,
I
like
mean,
cameos.
yeah, like Josh Peck,
Roderick.
Roderick,
They also barely talked. Like they were just
yeah.
randomly there.
Alex Wolff
Oh yeah.
from Hereditary. There was some
And that one movie about the island, right? Isn't he in that one?
yeah. He there was this other guy. There was this movie I really loved. It was called Beautiful Creatures. That guy was in it. He was Robert Downey Jr.'s lawyer.
Oh, he looked so familiar.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of cute. Am I crazy?
Yeah, I was looking at him. I was like, oh my
But literally,
God.
like, he needs more hair.
Yeah, the guy from You.
I only know like Joe. I don't know who else is.
Oh, he was also in After.
Oh, I never saw it.
The movie that's about the Harry Styles fanfiction. But the guy from You, the one that Love has an affair with, he's in it.
Okay.
He
there's a few.
he
there's
was
quite a few
Oppenheimer's
people.
brother.
Oh, okay. No. Yes.
Albert
He
Einstein was
looked
in it.
He looks familiar. No, you're right. He was the college student, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Oh yeah, Albert Einstein is it. Yeah, I thought it was good. It was okay actually. That's a lie. For someone who's easily entertained, I should think it's better. I also went into it thinking I was gonna like it. It's not like I was against it because I have a history degree and
History is really fascinating.
yeah, it's like also I thought it was an interesting story. I do think it's an interesting story. I feel like I got how they were trying to tell the story of that one interview where he was going through his whole life, and so they kind of had to show his whole life. However, I feel like we could have changed it where it was less, so we could fit in, like make the scene. I don't know. It just felt like it was.
I couldn't follow along because it was so choppy and like going different places.
Because how the first half is a trailer, I feel like the second half is like a pop quiz of everything in the first half, where it's like, do you remember everyone's name? Because we're gonna just be saying them now, and you're gonna have to know. It was almost that feeling.
Yeah. And then the way it was like flashing like different memories, but what the real memory was.
And it was like,
what I mean?
yeah, because it was less confusing in the beginning when it was just black and white and color, but then it was like now there's multiple color ones.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like, guys,
this is confusing.
I don't know. I just feel like we could have. It's weird because I feel like it was popular because Christopher Nolan's directing, and I feel like he's the one I have a problem with. Because I feel like it should have been directed differently.
Let me edit that movie and I'll make sure people understand it.
Yeah, this has gone on long enough. Gabby's stepping in. We cannot keep letting this happen. I don't know. I don't know how anyone else feels. I know I have friends who like it more than me and like it less than me. So
I would need to watch it like 5 times
I
to
genuinely
actually get.
I don't want to watch it again. Like if someone put it on, I'd be like, are we having sex during this movie? Like, because there's no way I'm watching this.
I would want to watch it again just because I really like history, which
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like I don't know.
I mean, there was some scenes that were really good, like the scene where the students are stomping and like that whole part is really good. Like that, which I feel like is like the scene everyone's talking about after the movie of how good it is. That was really good. Like low key, sound design just won an Oscar for that part. You know, because I think they're gonna win an Oscar for that movie in general because the sound was kind of crazy.
That sound was crazy. There was like
they were doing
random blares of sound. Oh
and
my
the
gosh!
use of silence.
After the fire or after the explosion, where it
Yeah.
was like
Oh
the
my
sound
God.
finally reached everybody.
Yeah, sound is gonna win for that. Yeah, poor Barbie. You know they had Ice Spice and Nicki at the end. So
Oh my gosh, Charlie XCX's song.
Really good. I know.
I've been blasting it while I've been driving, and I'm like, oh, baby.
You're speeding.
Yeah, I'm like going 70 like on the regular street to school. I'm like, oh.
You're like a gay man. That's what we do. You get it now. Listening to pop music.
Like, and right after that song, you know what to play? Vroom Vroom. What the?
I know. I don't know why this is happening. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, it probably won't happen next time because this has never happened before.
This is so weird. It's like affecting my eyeballs.
Then like don't look. I don't know.
Don't look at me.
I don't get what's going on. I don't know. Any other thoughts on Barbie and Oppenheimer? Because then I want to bring up something else since I think
I don't know. No, I don't have any.
Okay. Did you see the Doja Cat drama?
Yeah.
Okay, you did see it. Then I'm gonna tell it to the audience as if they don't know because I wanted to talk about it.
See, I haven't gone in full depth like research, but I know like the gist. It's gone on like to like different.
Well, because in the past
lengths.
24 hours, she's lost 200,000 Instagram followers.
Oh.
And some of her biggest fan accounts have deactivated their Twitters. Ones that have like 50,000 and 20,000.
Oh my God, the
followers.
update accounts. The update accounts are gone.
The update accounts are pulling out. So it started when this was on Threads, which is also hilarious to me. Threads is She's carrying them in relevancy. She said, "My fans don't name themselves shit. If you call yourself a kitten or fucking kittens, that means you need to get off your phone and get a job and help your parents with the house." Okay. So that was like already like, I don't think it's crazy telling your fans to get a job and get off their phones.
They're paying
Oh my god.
your
I'm
bills.
actually not gonna say anything. I know. What? That's wild to me. Tell your fans to get a job when they're like they are your job and they're paying for everything. Someone who had a fan account that in the title had kitten in it was like, "What should I change my name to since you don't like kitten?" Because they're like, "I don't know what to do." She said, "Just delete the entire account and rethink everything. It's never too late." Okay. Then she says, "You making my government name your screen name is creepy as fuck." And then someone who has her government name, like Amala, as part of their username, she said, "Oh, Gia, Doja notice?" Like, that she got noticed.
Oh my god.
Which I also think it's crazy because is it her first album named Amala?
Yeah.
Like, why would it be weird if they had your government name?
Yeah.
If that's the name of the album. Then she says, "My life, my rules, my style, my attitude." After people start getting mad. And then someone responds, "I want to hear you say, 'I do love you guys,' as you usually say to your fans." And then she said, "I don't though, because I don't even know y'all." Like, I don't love you. I don't even know y'all. And then someone replied, "And we don't know you, but we still supported you through thick and thin. Mind you, you'd be nothing without us. You'd be working at a grocery store making songs on fucking GarageBand, Miss High School Dropout." Which, that person actually came out and said, like, "I feel bad for saying that you'd be nothing without us," because that sounds so entitled. But, like, someone needs to give her the truth.
Yeah.
And so then she said, "Nobody forced you. I don't know why you're talking to me like you're my mother, bitch. You sound like a crazy person." Which is all just so crazy to be saying to a fan. Because then this person then replied, "I sound crazy. You're dating a pedo and blocking his victims. And it gets worse. Now you're telling your fans you don't love them and coming off as this ungrateful mean girl persona, and we're all over it. It's not funny. Stop trying to be funny and cunty, babe." Which is wild. And okay, so I get about her not saying "I love my fans." I get it, because like she technically doesn't love them. Like, I get not wanting to do a parasocial relationship. However, love doesn't always have to mean you're in love with them.
Yeah.
Like, you can say love as in like, "I love you."
I love
for
that
supporting
girl.
me.
That girl is so silly.
Yeah, and like you can do that "I love you" because it's like, "I love you for supporting me. I love you for being a fan. I love you because I'm grateful for you." You don't have to like. Oh my god, it's like really bad.
What's going on?
I'm not trying to like rub this lens.
Rub?
What is going on? It's like kind of bothering me. Okay. Also, it's crazy because 2 days before she said, like, when someone was like, "I want to hear you say I love you," and then she was like, "I
No.
don't though because I don't love y'all." 2 days before that, she said, "Can't wait to go on tour. Love you guys. Feeling blessed." So I think it's crazy. Oh, also, how she said she didn't like kittens. In 2020, she put a poll on her Twitter and says, "Because I normally don't feel morally right pet naming you guys, I need you all to pick one and stick with it because I see so much questions floating around too much. What do you want to be?" And she put as the options kittens, meaning litter, or cubs, meaning pride. And they voted kittens at 74%. So she did choose the name. Doja, what is going on?
No, I want to know what's going on inside her mind so bad. Because it's like...
Do you think it's bipolar disorders that people have been diagnosing her because that's what everyone wants to do on the internet? Or do you think it's like a character? Some people are thinking she's Scarlet. She's not Doja right now. She's Scarlet, and Scarlet is mean. What, like, or do you think she's just like trolling and like it's just not working like how it normally does?
Yeah, I think she's just trolling and it's not working.
Yeah. Why would
Maybe
you...
she's autistic.
No, because why would you go against your fans? Like, to me, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, out of all the angles to make, all the promotional I don't know if I even said it on the pod before, but it's like, even her when she was saying about like how she hates her other albums, or like she was like making fun of people for liking them because they were cash grabs. She's like, "That's trash music. Can't believe you would like that," and all these things. Like, I already thought she was going too far with it, because at first I was like, okay, she just said it like, "I hate those albums," like kind of a promotional tactic for the new one. I got that, but then it kept going, and I was like, this is too much. Like, you shouldn't you be proud of your legacy? Like, this built you to where you are now. Like, I'm confused on the angle you're approaching. Like, you just seem ungrateful. And then when she was saying the whole thing about like not liking kittens, I told Drake, I literally was like, she's one step away from saying I hate my fans, and I was like, it's too close for me. Literally, like a few hours later, she said she wouldn't say she loved them, and I was like, wow,
Called it.
called it, I guess. I mean, I didn't think she was going to actually say that. I was just like, she's getting too close to that for my liking, because it's giving ungrateful vibes.
Yeah.
And it's especially when you compare it to like all the other big celebrities right now who are like almost overly parasocial, like overly like always telling their friends they love them and always like, you guys are the reason I'm here, blah blah blah. Like it's just crazy to see an artist like do exactly the opposite. And like I said, I get the whole not wanting to be parasocial. I get you probably don't actually love them because they are strangers, but like you don't mean that.
You don't have to say that either. Like,
yeah, you also don't have to say you won't say you love. Like you could, yeah, that's also true. You could just be like, I'm so grateful for you guys.
Yeah.
You can word it in other ways, which is also why. But apparently, I think she deactivated her threads now. Which I know her PR team was like, girl.
How'd she deactivate it? Don't you have to
I saw that
delete
too.
your Instagram?
I don't know. Maybe you don't. Maybe to delete it, but maybe you can just deactivate it with. I don't know. I don't know how she did it. Also, she's famous, so she probably has a contact. But I know her PR team was like, give me that fucking phone.
Yeah.
And they were like, we're turning it off.
It's like Adele.
Yeah.
It was like.
But worse, because Adele's wasn't a big deal. Like no one was like actually. This is crazy because the people who are. This is crazy because the people. Wait, what the heck? The people who are the most mad are your fans, which is like why. That's why I don't get. Why are you attacking them? Like out of everyone. Oh my god. No, because what is going on? We're gonna have to figure this out for the next episode. I'm so sorry, watchers. I promise it won't be green next time. Actually, don't want to promise that, but like, we'll try. Do you like? We went for like a Shrek vibe. No, it's because we're wearing pink. Well, actually, just I am.
Yeah.
And like it's like apparently pod.
My face is a little pink.
Rosy. It's rosy.
But I also have this beautiful olive skin.
Olive skin and blue orbs. Gabby's eyes actually aren't blue, guys. In case.
Oh my gosh, Cillian Murphy, his
oh my
eyes.
god. Yeah. He was
Him
taking
just
selfies
him
like
just
a
looking
blue-eyed
at you
person.
like this.
Whoa, wait, look how green this is. What is going on? It's like it's like not even low key.
This is weird.
Okay, well, let's do weekly obsessions. One was not.
Okay,
anyways.
my weekly obsession. What's yours?
Okay. To low key, if you would have asked me like 3 days, I think it'll be different. But this is so weird. I'm glad it's back though. It's Scottish slang, because I have a friend in Scotland, and so I will be like, ooh, like I love the cinema. Let me go check out the rubbish.
Ew, that's why you were like, oh, in the movie theater, the cinema.
No, guys, I'm just like foreign like that. Like I'm just like world traveled. You know, because it's you when you joked about doing study abroad and you're gonna come back with an accent. This is me now. It's like, guys, you just don't get it. Like I love my fizzy drinks I order. I love my sweets at the shop.
You need your jumper.
My night trousers. Apparently they don't call diapers, they say nappy. Isn't that weird?
Nappies.
Yeah. Oh, I came back. Okay, but yeah, what's your weekly obsession?
My weekly obsession.
Also, shout out Scottish fans. Okay.
My weekly obsession has actually been like fashion.
Okay. She's a fashion
Like-
school girly. We talked about that in the last episode.
Like, I don't have money right now, but right now I've been making like a wish list of clothes that I want to get so that I can wear to school and look kind.
Yeah. This is so
Bad. Oh!
like, is the camera broken? Wait, why is it turning like orange? I think it's trying to adjust to us. I don't know what's going on.
This is so weird.
But yeah, Gabby loves fashion because she's in fashion school. Wait, do that again. It kind of like worked. And so if you want to find out more about that, watch last episode or listen to it. Oh, it kind of works. This is kind of like...
I love you.
Wait, I kind of love us like this. I'm one.
I'm one.
No, that was... Oh, you did it good. Can you do that? Hello. Oh, I don't know. Do you know how to... I'm not good at
I
that.
don't know.
Was that good?
Hi.
That was kind of close.
Hi.
I feel like if you could hear it, it'd be good. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen next week,
think.
but hopefully we'll be back with like a better camera. If you're an audio
Yeah.
listener, this was your week, which is crazy because I'm pretty sure we were gonna have. Wait, are we gonna put your clip on it?
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, it wasn't really it was no one's week, because if you were an audio listener, you didn't get to see the clip, If you're a visual listener,
Oh my
you're looking at an
god, the
entire
camera.
rainbow. Filter us. I don't know why we're having filters.
Anyways,
Yeah, okay.
we'll see y'all next time. We gotta get out of
We'll
here.
see you next. This is the bomb. We're in Oppenheimer.
We're in Oppenheimer. Ready? Bomb going off in 3, 2, 1. Bye.